After 3 episodes, we continue this series where I showcase animal mods, fictional and realistic, but mostly realistic. Subscribe and turn on the bell to receive updates on my other series. I have plenty. Now let's dive into the video. Starting the list with Fintastic, a mod all about fish. The author intended some fish to be collected for aesthetic purposes, while others can be raised and farmed for food and other items. All of the species here are real-life species, so no fictional creatures can be seen. Regardless, the modeling was fabulous and unconventional. It also fitted the vanilla style too. The movement of the fish is also very dynamic, as they can tilt to different sides, swim freely, and have fluid idle and active animations. Currently, I can give this mod the #1 spot when it comes to adding live realistic fish to the game. There is simply no better mod that does that than the Fintastic mod. Ambient Additions is a mod adding a plethora of unique species to the game. The species included, but not limited to, mammals, birds, reptiles, fish, and a few more. The mod is too fully concentrated on real-life species, with the models being funky and vanilla-like, seamlessly integration with the base game, and makes it a perfect fit for the previous mod too. The mod added a couple of tools. Some can tranquilize angry mobs. Others will capture the little creatures like pots to capture snails, paddles to capture beetles, and bowels to capture leaf frogs. And some items may help the player directly, like the Yeti feeders, which restores hunger underwater. This mod is an incredibly valuable mod for adding animals into the game, and I appreciate how the collection added tiny, lesser-known animals instead of the usual popular species like lions and rhinos. Last video, I showcased a mod pack all about animals. The main objective behind it is to find and capture animals to simulate your own zoo. The roadmap was large, and some animals were simply too dangerous to pacify on your own. So, a friend? 2? Heck, even 20 will be plenty useful in capturing some of these behemoths. Crescent Nodes is a service that will help in such case. First and foremost, offering a mod pack installer to get the whole mod pack running on the server with one click. You can also add things like data packs to the server through this panel, unless you want to enhance a feature or two, all the while keeping the server relatively plug and play. What's more is the pricing. A server containing multiple people can be costly. Well, not so much with Crescent Nodes. Their pricing go as low as $2.5. And the specs aren't sacrificed in the process. As you can see, we've got premium components like Ryzen 9 CPUs and NVMe SSDs for the storage. A mod pack as big as Minigery Zoo is bound to have some issues from time to time. It's a modding thing. Crescent Nodes provides you with automatic backups and a dedicated 24/7 human agents to support you with any issues that you may find. Mod packs aside, this service is good for everyone. Maybe you want to explore the beauty of modern ultra-realism with friends, or exploring peak animations playing something like Actions and stuff on Bedrock. Explore Crescent Nodes now. Maybe you have your plans figured out already. Realize them. And here's a 20% discount for using my code ENDER20. Don't tell others I gave you that, they'll get jealous. Prehistory Expansion is a mod solely focused on introducing a highly realistic Amazon jungle into the game, with habitats hosting chains of species. This mod included a combination of fish and surface dwellers. The animations to both were magnificent, and some types of fish are especially unique, launching themselves to the air before falling back to the water. The author went as far as to add special sound and visual effects, from various ambient noises to atmospheric fog and different watercolor. The models here were great. I especially love how the author made some models like that of the oak, where there was a combination of 2D details on the end of the wing and 3D details on the peak of the hawk. You can interact with some of the animals, particularly the capybaras, which may also be bred for more capybaras, and have a secret name tag where it turns into Batman. I surely enjoyed this mod. It goes to show how much modders miss out on by defaulting to the conventional popular options. So it is always wise to scavenge for more mods. Many underdog authors are just as creative and hardworking. Bountiful Critters is a mod mostly adding aquatic creatures, from tiny little krill to massive blue whales. So the name isn't all that accurate, and it's for the better. Drylands such as deserts and savannas are also home for some interesting reptiles like the snake, birds like the emu, and mammals like the lion. We are once again observing an author who employed the funky, vanilla-friendly style, sizing the mob's eyes and heads unrealistically, which fits Minecraft perfectly. As in the case for most other mods here, animals can be interacted with in many different ways. Even the large whale can be interacted with, as it may spit out treasures if fed sand. Other creatures like the pheasant are only useful for their meat. There's a whole tool bag within the mod, metaphorically speaking of course. Things like snake hawks, which will capture these reptiles, new lamps for decoration, and some horns that can be blown. Bountiful Creatures is a huge mod, and the authors seem to be taking their time with each update, perfecting this ecosystem along the way. Chocco's mobs added a variety of good quality animals, each living in certain habitats and will exhibit certain behaviors and reactions. Some animals like the crocodile drop their teeth upon death, which can be used to create spears. Bananas can trip you, and trash bins will empty out your undesired items. The mod is still under development, with the rest of the animals having no interactions whatsoever. Also, the last version, 0.1.3, crashes, so use the 0.1.2 version from CurseForge. I recommend that the author consolidate their energy on adding unique interactions rather than solely adding new mobs. The raccoons should steal from the trash bin. The banana peel should actually trip you instead of just dealing damage. And ducks? Well, ducks are supposed to swim in water, right? Now they just drown and die. Oceanic Realms is up next, and as the name implies, this mod is only concerned with adding a variety of marine life to the game. You could start with the sharks. You could stumble across smaller sharks, in addition to their bigger and more bloodthirsty variants. You could also find completely passive sharks. Those are the whale shark. In real life they can be 18 meters long, but implementing that in Minecraft would make them unreasonably large. Continuing on the type of fish that you can't catch with a fishing rod, we have the tuna, the mahi-mahi, and the sailfish. Those creatures you must manually kill to get their meat. Though I found this weird bug where their meat isn't filling at all. I don't know what's up with it. Then we have the small fish that are always swimming in groups. Did you know that in real life you can find these small fish swimming in groups of hundreds of millions of fish? This surely isn't the case here, or else your game would crash. Some of the small fish still prefer to swim alone. A notable example is the lionfish. But then you can't eat it. It's poisonous. The mod's production quality is something outside of the box. Believe me, you'll be hard-pressed to find anything like this anywhere else. They are so good, the author added an asset protector as a dependency. This is a mod about nature that, surprisingly enough, is originally a Bedrock add-on, bought and paid for with real doubloons. We could start with the platform, the Biomes. The mod added a couple, all with unique atmospheric features such as fog and highly detailed blocks like fallen logs, leaf carpets, and other types of plants and vegetations. In terms of the animals, there aren't many, but those added have been designed with utmost care, moving fluidly and featuring an appearance that looks in place with the rest of the vanilla world. The animals also have unique behaviors. The crabs will dance to music, ostriches will bury their heads on the dirt during nighttime, and fireflies will glow. No shaders needed for that one. If anything, shaders will ruin the glowing. I haven't seen an animal mod engaging the player so much with very little content. It goes to show the law of quality over quantity, in effect, how it works every time. You don't have to create something perfect, but a little bit of care can go a long way. Clutter is a mod that will include plenty of new species, some Arctic, others Oceanic, and a big portion of the fauna is fictional, which may or may not be the selling point for you, my friend. The animals here can have unique abilities. The chameleon, for instance, will mimic the colors of its surroundings. The capybaras will heal surrounding players when they are asleep. Some fish can swim in the air, like the ecofins, and many more abilities unique to every mob. The quality of these animals is fine, but I feel that the textures are a bit outdated at this point. As time progresses, so are people's standards. So I would recommend for the author to do some redesigning for these mobs. The animations could also be improved for some animals. Currently it feels stiff and outdated. The mod is originally a mod concerned with adding new furniture, and in that it succeeded perfectly. So all things considered, the authors have fulfilled their initial purpose. I might have criticized the mod a bit too harshly. Forgive me guys. My job is to pinpoint both advantages and disadvantages. And no mod is perfect, so I do hope the authors take my opinions with a grain of salt. And I would love it if you, my friend, pinpoint flaws in my own videos. By all means, go for it. Fowl Play is a modern mod about birds. The mod quality was beyond anything of its kind, and I guess you can see why. The birds within the Fowl Play mod won't fly timidly with a fixed posture. They will instead glide in different angles, circle certain areas, and lift up realistically before picking up air resistance and beginning the flight. The body movement is also remarkable. Some birds will tilt their heads randomly, and the penguins will slide over the ice. When it comes to the appearance of the birds, you'd be disappointed if you are a fan of the funky big eyes, big heads style of modeling, but delighted if you are aiming for a realistic outlook. Maybe playing a mod like the Better Animals Plus, which aims in a very similar direction. The mod is new, so little interactions can be observed. From what I've seen, I could mention the following. If food is on site, ducks will fly on large groups to eat it. Hawks are dangerous. You mess with them, they'll mess you up. Pigeons can be tamed and trained to deliver mail through giving it a bundle named after the recipient. And probably a few more interactions. Pelagic Prehistory is a mod that will allow you to reincarnate primal sea creatures through fertilizing an egg with a specific DNA. The mod offered a number of prehistoric oceanic monsters, coming in different sizes, different origins, and different behaviors too. Some of these monsters are as big as they can get, all the while remaining peaceful and even passive, while others are relatively your size but will tear you apart if you attack them. A third type are amphibians that live in and out of the water, chasing you practically anywhere. The animations are great, but they would be even greater if the author would add attacking animations in addition to animations where the mob itself is attacked. Sadly, it has been a while since this mod was updated. Currently it sits on 1.19.2, a release that is 3 years old at this point, so I hope it gets revived just like the monsters within it. The Sunrise is a mod adding one single creature, the cheetah. Due to the consolidation of efforts being directed towards one creature, the quality here was a magnificent sight to behold. The cheetah looked cute, but deadly. It will also jump in the sky and spread its arms before raining down on the poor prey. The cheetahs drop their claws randomly as they attack. These claws can be used to create a new potion called the Cheetah Speed, which makes sense. The mod's title clearly states that it is discontinued, but that question mark, that thing got me to include it here nonetheless. I am one to cling to hope, even if it seems false, so I'll follow the author on mod range and wait. Dragon 007 is a wizard of a developer when it comes to realistic animals added to the game. He made not one, not two, but probably around 8 or 9 separate mods which add realistic creatures to the game. Amongst his projects, Dragon has made mods dedicated to oceans, others dedicated to farm animals, some took care of the domesticated pets, others managed the prehistoric creatures from different eras, and a tiny portion aren't even realistic and are purely fictional. Dragon has also added a bunch of add-ons to train and expand upon specific animals, particularly pets and horses, giving them new breeds, different behaviors, and new animations too. You don't need me to pinpoint the obvious. This mod would not go right with any of the mods on the list, except for the Fowl Play. This is due to the realistic models it brings. As I mentioned earlier, this isn't necessarily an issue for everyone. Mob Catalog will add 5 different animals to the game, 3 of which are actually mobs that got outvoted on the mob vote event. Said outvoted mobs will do similar things and look precisely the same as their scrapped counterparts. I especially love the crab and how its claws facilitate building. In regards to the other 3 new mobs, they are just as notable. The capybaras can work like a carpentry machine, stripping logs for you, while the sunmow is dangerous at first, but once tamed, it will carry items for you, making it a portable storage. Sloths don't have much functionality as of now, but they serve as a nice ambient addition to the jungles. I love the animations here, particularly those of the penguin, crab, and the sloth. As for the rest of the animals, their animations are a little stiff. This is by far the most vanilla-friendly mod on the list. It's a shame it hasn't updated for almost a year. Thankfully though, it made it past 1.21.1, so it is viable regardless. Josh is a very cool developer. He's helped developing many great mods, including Enderman Overhaul, Creeper Overhaul, and also the Rabbits mod. Couple of years ago, he co-developed this mod called Critters and Companions, dedicated purely to tiny and player-sized animals. So don't go expecting giant mammals like elephants or hippos. As in the case for all of Josh's projects, the quality here was remarkable, with many details added to the critters through meticulous texturing and modeling, along with smooth, fluid animations that breathe life into each and every mob here. No creature here is purposeless. Each one can be interacted with in a variety of ways. Heck, even the tiny bugs are purposeful, serving the purpose of entertainment as they dance to music. This is one of the projects where efforts were consolidated towards one type of creatures, leaving room to other mods focusing on other types of creatures to do their magic as well. This for me is the perfect modding formula. Finally, we have Hamsters, originally a feature within the Naturalist add-on on Bedrock. The mod added these cute, comfy creatures. The developers also gave them a lot of realistic and fun behaviors, like taking a nap and running on the wheel, which you can craft. The hamsters come in different sizes and are diversified by different species, so you could pick and choose precisely the kind of hamster you want to tame. As mentioned earlier, this is a mod by Starfish, a major modding company, so the quality was naturally up to snuff. Thanks for watching. If you love animals, then you would like to check the 30+ mods on the last 3 episodes. Not all are a good fit together, but I trust you will make the right choices. Like and subscribe to keep up with this series and plenty more series I have. The ship is still moving, and I would love you to jump abroad. Now I'll see ya in the next one, my friend.